Now on Spreaker and iHeartRadio, as well as the Leadership TKO station. Good evening, everyone. How's everybody doing on this Saturday? It is Saturday, August the 8th of 2020. Right now, we are live for the Leadership TKO Live night show. And I do want to welcome everyone here. Let's go ahead and make sure that we're good on Facebook. So it looks like we are good. It looks like we are indeed good. But I'm Lakeisha McKnight, everyone. I am a leadership specialist, wealth mentor, as well as an author of 9 books. Okay, 9 books. Let's see, of course, if I have my recent one somewhere around yonder. My husband and I, we are about to co-author a book along with a few other authors. And so here's the latest one, guys. Look at this one. This is the latest book, of course, Leadership TKO, 12 Truths to Implement to Become a Winning Leader. So it really helps you to understand how to win here. This is where it starts. This is where it begins, in your mind, between these 2 ears right here. Okay, and so if you want to understand how to win in any role, any environment that you find yourself in, right, you want to grab a copy of the book. And also just learning overall what the Leadership TKO brand is really all about. And so you can do that by heading on over to leadershiptko.com. Again, website is leadershiptko.com. And so listen, everyone, thank you so much for meeting me here on the timeline. Right now, as I shared, we're live on Facebook, as well as live on some other audio podcast platforms. And this is something that we do every single night, somewhere around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And our whole goal for this show, and overall the brand itself, is to really empower leaders like yourself with the ability to win from the inside out, growing your influence, your impact, and your income. So listen, if you want to really influence the lives of others, if you want to impact lives, if you want to grow your income, you are in the right place at the right time. And so again, I welcome you here and I thank you so very much for plugging in. And so I do want to let you know there are a couple of ways to be involved with this show and to engage. Okay, it makes it even more of an experience. So definitely like or love the stream as you're watching and listening into it. Comment below in the comment section, as well as share this out onto your timelines or even do a watch party. Let's wake people up. They need to be shaken up just a bit. I call that Shakeology, just a teeny bit. I'll tell you guys about Shakeology a little later, perhaps on another stream. Okay, but definitely do your watch party. Share this out to those that you care about and love, to your business colleagues as well. Okay, and so many of you know at the very beginning of the show, what I normally do is provide you all with an appetizer. And what does an appetizer kind of feel like? It's more or less like some leadership nuggets. And so I'm going to share my screen. Let me go ahead and make sure I do have it up. It looks like we do. Okay, let me go ahead and pull it up here. Give me 1 second to share my screen. And there we go. There we have it, right? Perfect. Many of you probably know, if you've been following along, we've been delving into John Maxwell's other book. He has like a bazillion books, guys. But one of his other books is called, Developing the Leader Within. And so within Developing the Leader Within, which is a little bit of a tongue twister, I managed to get through that. He talks about problem solving, and I want to talk about that concept today because, John Maxwell, he observes that most people don't like problems, right? For example, financial problems, health problems, relationship problems. They just don't like problems. Yet people need to first change, right, their perspective, how you view the problems or the situations that arise, whether it be in your life or in your business. So we have to understand that problems are actually essential for us. Okay, very, very important for us. Why? Because our problems allows us to be able to grow. And without them, we'll still be very ignorant and our society actually won't really evolve that much. So as leaders, we need to know how to solve problems and really prioritize them. We have to really delegate them. John Maxwell, in his book, he goes on to really share that the size, of the person is more important than the size of the problem. right? The size of the person is more important than the size of the problem. Okay. See, this is one of T. Harv Eker's principles, principle number 9, in his book, which is Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. And I do encourage you to check that book out. Okay. For example, the task of a leader, right, is to build big people who can handle big issues for them. This is why we need to make time to develop people, even develop leaders, around us. Because if we don't, develop our people problem solving skills, we're going to be faced with solving all of these different problems on our own. And we really should be working together to do so. So, and understand, problems should be solved at the lowest level possible. Okay, lowest level. And hopefully, of course, you're following along right here. See, the right way to go about, problems is to really tackle the source, not the symptom. You see here? Tackle the source, not the symptom. You see, lack of team morale, for example, could be the symptom of a problem which is overlooked by members of a team because of projects that are understaffed, or I should say, doesn't have enough people addressing it or working together to complete the task. So a lack of team morale is just the symptom of the problem, right? It's not, versus, of course, not having enough people. So understand something. We really want to work on enhancing ourselves and growing people. And as we grow people, we'll be able to address the problems that arise. And so, again, to develop the leader within, we have to be more or less problem solvers and helping others around us to grow, to become the type of person, have the character needed to be able to solve problems. And remember, problems are here to help us grow. We would not be able to get to that next level or become the person we were predestined to become if it wasn't for the problems we were faced with. And I think about this all the time. I can make it relatable to myself. Had I not experienced, the major health issues that I had many, many, many years ago, and received the reports that I received, I call them false reports. I don't really believe those reports. Had I not faced that situation, I, for example, would not have understood how to pray, like really engage in spiritual warfare. I wouldn't have known how to do that. I wouldn't have known the importance of praying scripture, because you can pray, but when you bring and actually speak forth the word, right, and send that word out there, it can't return void. It has to do what it's purposed to do. And so if it wasn't for those concerns that came up, I wouldn't have understood and learned how to do that, how to truly, honestly pray and pray fervently. Okay? And so understand, problems are needed to help you grow. All right? So hopefully you've enjoyed the appetizer. Listen, what are your thoughts about problem solving? Share your thoughts below when it comes to problem solving and how it helps us to grow as leaders. I want to hear what you have to say on that topic. I feel a little naked. I don't have my watch or my jewelry. What's going on here? I just jumped on here. I was like, let's get to it, right? And I was actually here really, really early to get going. So listen, I do have, of course, the main meal. Okay, I have the main meal tonight. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, many of you know what I've been focusing on over the last couple of weeks, right? We've been going at it. We've been actually really going over my network marketing mentor's book, one of his books, because he has several books. And one of his books is here, 103 Ways to Fail in Network Marketing, a guide to your success. And this is, again, my mentor's book, Mrs. Valerie and Ty Best. Mr. Best being inducted into the Network Marketing Hall of Fame. He has a wide wealth, many, many decades of experience in the network marketing profession. And so he shares some things that you want to avoid in this book for those of you who are not just home-based business owners, but you're networkers as well. Maybe you have an e-commerce business with a referral component to it. Maybe you have a network marketing opportunity or an MLM. Who knows? But listen, this can be a benefit for you. So what I'm going to be doing tonight, I'm going to actually share with you the 9th way to fail in network marketing. Okay, the ninth way to fail. I'm going to read it to you and then I'm going to expound on it a bit based on my experience. So hopefully you are ready. I'm ready to dive in. Okay, so let me go ahead and read it to you. So the ninth way: refuse to listen to personal development tapes. Now, I do want you to keep in mind, it does say refuse to listen to personal development tapes. Now, I'm going to remind you now, let me just remind you, just a moment. This book was published in 2003. Okay, so that's 17 years ago. 17. And so this is where tapes were popular. Okay, it was popular to have tapes. So now, if you were to adjust it and kind of modernize it, it would be more or less refuse to listen to personal development MP3s, digital downloads. Okay, digital downloads. So let's go ahead and read what they have to say here. I don't need those motivational tapes, is the battle cry of the broke or stupid. Now, this is what, hold on, let me make sure I turn it the right way. You see that? Look at that. That's what it said now. I'm just making sure you see. I'm not calling you stupid. I'm reading from the page, but let me tell you though, there's truth in this because some people would say, I don't need those motivational tapes. Okay? And we don't mean just broke financially, the best say. We mean broke in spirit, without dreams. Without dreams. We have built this business for 19 years and we still need to hear tapes every day. Now, this is back in 2000 and what? When did they publish it? 2003. And he says we have built this business for 19 years and that was in 2003. Come on, do the math, guys. And we still need to hear tapes every day. We don't need to hear tapes to build the business every day as we did in the beginning. We listen to them to keep our attitude above the day-to-day issues of life. They help us to stay positive, focused, and committed. And I agree totally. Okay, I agree totally. Like, I mean, of course, you know what you need to do, right? Without a shadow of a doubt. But when it comes to the motivational piece and keeping you, keeping you going, just put it that way. You need to be plugged in. That's why it's needed. Okay? Because life happens. And if you don't plug in, you're going to find yourself going by the wayside. Can I just be honest? Here's what they say furthermore. We also listen to set the example. Are you the example for your team? You may think you don't need tapes or MP3s, but you do. Trust us. That's what they say. So look, if you want to fail, the ninth way to fail as a network marketing individual is to refuse to listen to personal development tapes or MP3s. Okay, so what do you want to do? You want to listen to some motivational MP3s, some audio. So what do you like to listen to? Do you like to go to Google Play's store and download music? Do you like to listen to Pandora? There are different, Spotify. There's different programs out there. What is it? SoundCloud and a few others out there. Listen, even YouTube. Go to YouTube. I do YouTube. That's where I primarily get a lot of my audio, or of course MP3s. All right. And so again, it's motivational. I am a music type of person. I like poetry. So you got music, you got poetry. Okay. Of course, motivational content as well as far as audio. I like Eric Thomas. Like if you want to get me running around the house, yeah, get me listening to Eric Thomas for at least about 10, 15 minutes and I'm good to go after that. Okay. And even, of course, my mentor, Mr. Ty Best, listening to some of his older audio there, I mean, it will definitely get you inspired and encourage you to do what's necessary so that you can fulfill your goals and accomplish your dreams. And so listen, I mean, short and sweet, guys. I mean, there's no other way to put it. You need the motivational content. You need motivational audio. So put it in your schedule. Okay, I'm going to listen to some audio, whether it be first thing in the morning or throughout the day. If you are in the McKnight household, you'll probably hear music sprinkled at some point throughout the day because that's just a part of who I am. I enjoy music. It not only is it therapeutic for me, but I enjoy music. I enjoy singing. I enjoy various elements of music. So, and if you ask me what type of music, if it comes to that, let's see. And you can put down what type of music you prefer if you like to listen to different audio, whether it's music or motivational type of content. But for me, yeah, it can be more or less like gospel. It could be jazz. Um, it can be a few other things as well, as long as it's positive. Okay, it has to be positive. If it's not positive, it's gonna mess up my energy, and I'm probably just gonna turn it off. It's just like with movies. Like if I just can't get through the movie, and it's just like you gotta drop a F-bomb or something like that every other sentence, I'm done. Like you can count on me like blanking out, and I'm finished after that. Okay, but please understand, guys, that listening to audio is gonna it helps you out by leaps and bounds. I know it's different for every person, so to each is his own, okay? But you want to do what's best for you. You definitely want to listen to some audio or motivational content. Get it in you. Just like you gotta, read books, you want to definitely listen to some audio as well. Positive, motivational audio. So let me know what your favorite motivational person is, your favorite content is. Maybe you want to drop a link of your favorite motivational content. I don't know, because we might have something in common. So again, I appreciate you guys. Listen, there's a couple things I do want to give you a heads up about because it's coming up to the hour, really close. Look, some of you have asked, Lakeisha, what is it that you do? Many of you are like the peeping Tom. Can I just be honest? You might be like the peeping Tom, where you're just kind of like on the side wondering, what's this, Lakeisha? She's still talking about that gold thing. Yep, absolutely. And I'm going to encourage you, because for those of you who are still getting these dollars, some of you probably been watching the most recent alerts on TV regarding what our president has just recently done. Yeah, did you hear about that? That extra, that bill he just signed, he just signed something in order, just totally overriding some of our political leaders there, right? So a decision had to be made, he said. And so he signed something to be enforced. And many of you are probably sitting back trying to figure out, when is this going to happen? You're depending on the government to care for you. Are you going to continue to do that all of your life? Depend on the government to bail you out? Okay, what if they decide that they're not going to do it after all? You need to take control of the economy in your home. You need to take control of the flow of cash, the flow of income in your home. And you can do that. That's what the McKnights are doing. That's what many households are doing around the world. And so you are encouraged. I encourage you to learn how you can generate and actually create residual income in your home. You can generate income 5 times a month by connecting to a money system. Yes, it's a money system. You can learn, and you can actually plug into the money system for free. You can learn about the money system by getting back with the person that may be sharing this stream with you. Maybe they're doing a watch party on their page, or they just shared it on their timeline. But get back with them, because I'm quite sure they have information about it. I do as well. So if you're watching this on my timeline and you want to understand, what am I doing that's allowing me to be home full time with my 2 amazingly beautiful children, right? And being able to be present more with my husband as well. Listen, you can inbox me. I'm good. I'll be able to help you out. I'll be able to mentor you along the way, and definitely answer questions that you might have, or help you get your questions answered one way or the other. And listen, the other thing that I want to tell you too is that there is a special invitation I want to share with you. Not only, we're actually having a presentation done by the author of the book, Mr. Best. He's actually going to be doing the presentation, a wealth building presentation, at 9 o'clock tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And every Saturday at 9 o'clock, Mr. Best is doing the presentation on how to build wealth from home. So I encourage you, for those of you who do want to learn how to build wealth from home, create residual income, get access to God's money, I encourage you to either await the Facebook stream, because we're going to try to stream it onto Facebook, or you can visit www.goldrocks.info and make sure you do have the Zoom app downloaded. It is going to be on the Zoom platform. So download Zoom, go to goldrocks.info, and then make sure that you do inbox me or the person that shares this with you, because it is password protected. So you will need the password from us in order to be able to get access and get on the platform itself. Okay? And so look, you'll probably hear some more information about something that's going on at 10 o'clock right after the presentation. So meet me there on the 9 o'clock presentation, and then you'll probably get the special invitation to the presentation, or at least the special meeting that's happening at 10 p.m. tonight. And it's something special. We're talking about 25K a month type of special. Yeah, you want to be there. So thank you so much for listening in and watching on tonight. The Leadership TKO Live Night Show, we're coming back tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So until then, I do encourage each and every one of you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night, everyone. God bless, and I'll catch you on goldrocks.info at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time.